Hi, you guys. It's me, Kiana, coming at you again today, and I'm coming at you with a serious video right now. I think that it's healthy for us to basically let go of some things, and with the video that I told you guys about my health concerns, it has caused me to want to, reveal a little bit more. So, um, this video right now is basically um, somewhat of me releasing, somewhat of, I'm looking at the cat on the top of the lamp, somewhat of a video for me to let go and try to work out some things. Sometimes when you put things on paper or you put it on video and then you go back over it, you can see where some things happened or where some things began or where some issues started to develop. And you all heard me talk about how, you know, I turned to food for a lot of things in my lifetime. And I did turn to food for a lot of things in my lifetime that um, comforted me. There's huge gaps of my childhood I actually don't remember, and nobody knows this but um, my mom and Chuck. Um, I don't remember a lot of my childhood. I remember bits and pieces, um, almost as if you're viewing a video or something, or you remember a movie from years ago. That's pretty much most of my childhood that I remember. I don't remember almost anything from like six on under. I don't remember almost anything. Um, we all know the situation where I told you about my stepfather. I was attached to him. My father pretty much basically left my mom, and I was, I think, 3 years old. As I've heard, I was extremely attached to him. Um, he left my mom and decided to go back with his ex-wife because his family pressured him. Um, my father was never a really strong man, very much so weak, and I think that's why I've always, it's been repetitive in my life that I've um, wind up with men that were not as strong as me. I believe that's probably having something to do with that. But anyway, my my dad basically he took a 17-year-old girl that was living in the projects, and she had two kids at that time already, and he raised them as his own. Um, and actually, he still is married to that lady, and he's raised all of their children together. He has two children by her, and two children that she had. They are grown. He still is active in their life. In fact, he paid. My father is well off. My father, that's where I get my entrepreneur spirit from. My father actually owns a fleet of semi trucks, 18 wheelers, and my father actually paid for in cash my stepsister, who was actually smaller than myself, to have gastric bypass surgery, and this was about 4 or 5 years ago. So she has no children. I don't think she has any children yet. Um, I was always the one that was struggling. Never turned to him, but because I didn't worship my father, and I didn't have a reason to worship him, because he, after all, he was very neglectful to me, um, him and his family. So I felt no reason to be overly affectionate or overly concerning towards my father. So because I didn't worship him like my stepsisters did, um, I guess I wasn't worthy of not only his love, of any assistance with a life-saving surgery. So, needless to say, that's just one avenue that I've opened up to you guys. But what I haven't opened up to you guys is what's also been quote unquote eating me up is I've turned to food because I was um, I was touched off and on all of my life. Um, and the thing is, I'm opening up to you guys about this, and the family member that allowed me to be touched, and actually, uh, the family member that actually promoted it in a sense, um, doesn't even know I remember. Okay, and I still talk to this family member today, but it's a strain between us, and they don't know why, and I have never opened up to why, and they don't even know I remember this. So, I've been touched all of my life by females and males. I was not raped, but I was fondled all of my life. Um, I can recall situations where I remember knowing certain sexual positions and acts. And to this day, I don't know how I remember them because I never was exposed to porn. My mother was never the type of woman that did vulgar, dirty stuff. My mother was a very, very um, classy woman, a very classy lady. And she never had nor did any of her men have porn or anything like that. So I wasn't exposed to any porn or anything. So I don't know even to this day how I knew these sexual acts at such a young age. And when I say young age, I'm talking about 9. Um, I don't recall anybody in school really talking too much about it. Not specifics that I'm talking about. Um, so I still don't know. And maybe that's affiliated with why I don't remember or recall so much in my life. But I do believe that my eating or my excessive eating somehow, in some way, shape, or form, links to the things that has been in my life. Um, a part of me always says, no, I just love to eat. I like the taste of it. Um, I like the process of cooking. A part of me says all these things. But the truth is that I can recall it being my friend. I can recall it being my comforter. Even as an adult, even not in this marriage, but my previous marriage, when my ex-husband was obsessed with the computer, and we were basically good business partners, but there was no real passion or love between us. I can recall him being on the computer and me getting, quote unquote, feeling like I'm hungry and ordering a sub or ordering some Chinese food, and I felt better. I can even recall times where he would go get me something to eat to pacify me, because now that I'm looking at it, I think it was to pacify me because he knew he lacked in so many other areas that was the only thing he could give me or was willing to give me. And it's not that he couldn't give it. It was probably more, like I said, that he was not willing to give it. So it was easier to go get Kiana something to eat than to love her the way that she needed to be loved, or to give her the attention that she needed at that time. And um, even to this day, when Chuck and I get into it or whatever, I feel hungry sometimes. And I'm probably confusing hurt or pain for hunger. And instead of feeling pain, which even to this day, I can't recall feeling that much pain. Even when Chuck and I was going through the problems that we've had in our marriage that you all know about, I don't recall feeling that much pain. Why? Because I quote unquote stuffed it. And I've always stuffed it. That's why I never feel that much pain. So, I'm opening up this because I want it to be an open forum for us to discuss. I want it to be a safe forum for us to discuss. I don't want us any longer to feel like we have to keep these secrets because we're dirty, because we're not worthy, because we're not loved, because we're not good enough, because we're not wise enough, we're not pretty enough, we're not small enough. I don't want anybody to feel like this is not a safe form, because this is the form that I've laid out for us to be able to grow from, for us to be able to learn from, even if we don't get anything out of this other than for our own selfishness to feel better, then that's okay. Even if you just want to be able to release it, then that's what we're going to do. And I hope that this starts the journey for us, because I do believe that once we do actually start any weight loss journey, whether that's a regular diet or a lifestyle change or whatever you want to call it, getting gastric bypass surgery or whatever, if this is an addiction for us, then we're going to transfer this addiction to something else. And I don't want us to transfer our addictions or our habits onto something that's just as bad or worse. And that's what's going to wind up happening if we don't tackle the root of why we turn to food as our comfort in the first place. So, I look forward to you guys' comments. Ironically, I am going to cook today. I am cooking today, you guys, on camera. And I just love you guys. I love you from the bottom of my heart. I hope you all get that when I talk to you guys, because it may seem weird to other people, but I really do love you guys. I really do what I do for us to grow and for us to become better women, for us to love one another and embrace one another of our difference and issues. This is my way of showing you guys that I love you, when I reveal things about myself, because I know that I'm not the only one, and it's sometimes somebody has to be a voice in order to open up a dialogue, and in order for one person to feel better or 100 people to feel better, sometimes you have to put yourself on the front line. So if I have to be the one on the front line, then I will do so, if it will heal or help heal 100. So I love you all so much. I'm going to run a load of clothes to the laundromat real quick. When I come back, I'm going to fix Maryland style crab cakes, some fried potatoes, and some cornbread. It's going to be pretty late today. Dinner is going to be a little bit later than usual. You know, I like to have dinner already ready and to go at 6 o'clock. I only ate some tomato soup today. The past couple of days, I've literally only eaten once a day, and that's usually soup. My appetite is just shot, but I embrace it though. I need it. Anyway, I love you all. Hope you make sure you comment to this video, so it won't be in vain that I did this. I want to know that, you know, that this has actually helped or touched somebody. So while I'm at the laundromat, I'll get all your messages on Daddy's phone. So I will be looking at all your messages when I get back. I'll answer them all, and I will start cooking when I get back as well. I love you all so much from the bottom of my heart, and I hope this helps somebody and starts us on a journey or the road to heal. So, comment, rate, subscribe, all that. Be blessed.